Hello everyone, this is a follow-up video to yesterday's Say Goodbye to Your Board items. Link is in the top right corner. I didn't want to make a video about this year's St. Patrick's Day event, but the problem with removing account reset, which was the only option to get your subscriber gear back when you die, is much bigger. It also concerns paints, skins and prison. Let's take a look at this year's paints. We have Fortuna 3 paint pack for only $40.94. This is my price with my local tax. You are getting Vanguard, Redeemer and Hammerhead Fortuna paints. And you can buy them separately. Vanguard $13, Redeemer $15.50, Hammerhead $22. Okay. $22 for a Hammerhead skin. Yeah, go Chris. And you have Fortuna 2 paint pack, 400i, 600i for only $27. Separately 400i, $13, 600i, $19, Mercury Star Runner, $13. Yeah, once again, those are just color swaps. They are not even new skins. Just take existing skins with 3 colors and replace them with 1 color. Your St. Patrick's Day green. I'm calling the police. Yeah, and look how much money CRG is asking for those very easy, very boring color swaps. Where are the hex code colors, Chris? Coming along nicely. And yes, please watch my outro. I got comments in yesterday's video where people suggested just melt the items and buy back, but this does not work with subscriber gear you get for being subscribed. It does not work for concierge gear. It does not work for SeasonCon items. It does not work for paints that were only sold once or only at a certain time of the year or are limited. It doesn't work for BIS skins. Yes, BIS skins are free. Still, many people bought the ships in order to get the BIS skin. And yes, removing account reset also has a big influence on prison. Some people are trapped in the prison for days. Elevator doesn't work, they cannot leave. In 3.18, CRG is replacing account reset with account repair, but those things are nowhere the same. According to CRG's website, account repair won't solve prison issues, account repair won't get you your items back, account repair will not give you your skins back. And now, the main reason for yesterday's and today's video is giving us account reset back or an alternative working option of highest priority. Should CRG put their top people onto this? Of course not. CRG has much bigger fish to fry, especially with the disastrous release of 3.18. However, I don't think it is asked too much for CRG to talk to us, to give us a statement like, "We are sorry for inconvenience of having to remove account reset. We will work on a good solution and give it to you in the next 12 months. But there's nothing but silence from Chris, Sandy and CRG. Let me know what you think in the comments below and see you next time. Bye, auf Wiedersehen.
So essentially the process kind of begins with we want to get these pre-configured schemes done. So you could, for example, go off and go, oh, you know what, I want a NASA themed kind of skin, or I want, you know, a District 9 themed skin, or I want a pink Hello Kitty themed skin. And then essentially, you know, we as artists create, well, basically they're material files. They're tiny in memory. They're so small that we can have like hundreds of them if we want to, because they're all calling the same textures. That's what's done under the hood, okay? Once those material files are created and obviously named accordingly and sanity checked that the emblem is called emblem and the submaterial ID is called submaterial ID 1, 2 and 3, they have to be the same names. That's then handed to tech design to then kind of set that up with the loadout that they're putting together for that ship. Further forward, we want these kind of paint configurations to become hex codes. So if you're in like a guild of 20 players, and you know the clan leader said, all right, this is our paint scheme. There's going to be no like guessing work. Like you get the hex code, you put it in there, and it automatically will say, oh, you know what, you know, we've got matte black against yellow against pink, something crazy, and every ship in your fleet, you can put that hex code on and it will automatically go into that color configuration. So there's a lot of kind of cool things. And, you know, as artists, we do this stuff all day, every day. And we were just like, you know, well, why wouldn't we give the end user this functionality? So that's the overall plan. There is a lot of kind of very things you have to be careful with when you're authoring the shaders for this stuff. So it can accommodate these options. But we're on top of that, and that's kind of, yeah, it's good. That's what we're doing on the initial kind of burst of ships right now. I think it's really cool, and it's really amazing to see, like, today I just kind of caught up with the guys and looked at what we're working on for that stuff, and there's like a fleet of 50 ships, all with different skins, all with different loadouts, and it injects color into the game. You can have your kind of personal things going on, which is kind of cool. If I was going to pick one to fly and customize myself, I've always got a sweet spot for the Avenger. If it was me, I'd probably go for a dirty chrome kind of finish. The shape is just kind of so kind of primitive. To get some kind of highly reflective material on it, I think would just look super cool in space. So that's what I would go for.
Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.